Welcome to another video presented by Digital Content Alchemy. This is Mark Horn, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do research from the mountaintop. Whenever you have an idea for an e-learning product or a digital information product or a course or anything of that nature, the very first thing that you're going to want to do is to begin research. And this is where we start. We start from the mountaintop. Why? Because you have a great vantage point from the mountaintop. You can see the landscape, you can see the terrain. What From the Mountaintop research does is it gives you permission to go ahead and do deeper research. It does not give you permission to go ahead and create your digital information product or your e-course or whatever it is that you're working on. All it does is give you the green light to go ahead and go deeper into research. And the way that we're going to do that research is that we're going to do a little exploring online, and we're going to answer 3 questions, and we're going to answer them with a yes if that is what they are, if they require a yes answer. So that's our entire objective in doing research from the mountaintop, is to answer yes to 3 questions. And the first question that we're going to want the answer for is there already an existing audience? So the idea that you have is there already an existing audience out there who is looking for what your solution may offer. Are they already looking and searching, and do they already exist out there? Is there an existing audience for what it is that you may want to develop and create into a digital information product? The next question that you want to ask, number 2, is the audience already buying solutions? So we've got a yes answer to our first question. So our next question is the audience already buying solutions? Are they already buying products or consuming products that are similar to the solution that you're going to offer through your digital information product or your course or whatever it is that you're creating? So that's number 2, and we want to be able to answer yes to that. And then the third of these questions that we want to make sure that we can answer yes to is the buying audience readily available? So we got a yes answer in number 1, we got a yes answer in number 2, and now we want to find out, is the buying audience readily available? So is that audience that we found in question 2 that's already buying similar solutions, can we reach them? Can we connect it with them on some level? Perhaps they're an audience that we already have access to. Maybe they're on your subscriber list. Maybe they're readily available to you in groups or in social media connections, wherever that may be. Or they may be reachable through leveraging someone else's connections. Are they reachable that way? So those are the 3 questions that we absolutely have to be able to answer yes to give us the green light to go ahead and do deeper research into the idea that we have for a digital information product or an e-learning course. Now I want to give you a couple of quick background things here. In real time, when you're doing from the mountaintop research, you can spend up to an hour, maybe 2, not much longer than that, on a particular idea until you get a no. Now, as long as you're getting a yes question, go ahead and invest that hour or 2. But if on any one of the questions you get a no answer, guess what? That means you're stopped. That means no, that idea isn't viable. Go pick another idea, take it to the mountaintop, and run it through these same 3 questions. So in real time, you're going to spend an hour, maybe 2 hours, as long as you're getting yeses to give you the green light to go into the next phase of research. And that's really, I want to emphasize that with you again, mountaintop research is only used to get you to the next phase of research, and that would be putting your ear to the ground and then moving into eye-to-eye research. So it's just getting you a yes to go ahead and move into the next phase of research, because you want to do a ton of research whenever you're creating an information product. Research, and this is the first step. So without any further ado, let's dive in and take a look at what it takes to do research from the mountaintop. you have to have an idea to start with, and my idea is actually a product that I want to develop, or I want to find out if I can take this any further and find out if there is a conversation going on out there. Perhaps this is a digital information product, perhaps it is a course. More than likely it's something that I want to create to put up on Digital Content Alchemy, so that the visitors that show up on Digital Content Alchemy can take advantage of this learning. So it's a way for me to add value. But all of that doesn't really matter until we find out if the idea is worthwhile. Many of you, if you haven't connected with me yet on LinkedIn, I'd love to have you do that, and there should be a link close by where you can connect with me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn for me is a fairly new environment to be in, and I'm having some success there in creating conversations and connecting with some great people. Well, one of the things I want to know about in LinkedIn is something called LinkedIn endorsements. So that's the idea that we're going to look at, and let me make sure it's spelled correctly there. We'll use Google's suggestion. Thank you, Google, for your suggestion. And I can see that just from looking at the basic search results for this inquiry for LinkedIn endorsements, that there are a ton of inquiries that have come back. 5 million plus that come back have something to do with LinkedIn or endorsements. So let's be a little more specific here. Let's look through, and we're looking through seeing some of the different things that are available. We're seeing some different dates, and pay attention to the dates that you see. It's like this one for the skill endorsements from the LinkedIn Help Center, March of 2014, not too long ago. Here's December 2013, here's December 2012, and I think the endorsements platform started around sometime in 2012 with LinkedIn, so we're probably not going to see anything earlier than that, but we can see from these dates that there's a lot of information that appears to be fairly relevant as far as good things that have great subjects that we might want to check out. Everything you need to know about LinkedIn endorsements, about LinkedIn endorsements from Forbes, which is just really a link to I believe the same article that's above, Job Search, Social Media Examiner. So we can see there's some conversations going on around that. So far, that first question, is there already an existing audience? Well, yeah, we can say yes to it. We can't say yes to it 100% yet. There's some other places to look, and we can refine that. Something I want to show you when you're doing searches in Google, you can go down when you put in your original search term, and let's scroll on down here to the bottom, and you can see searches related to LinkedIn endorsements. These are also actual searches that are going on Google around LinkedIn. How to view LinkedIn endorsements, LinkedIn jobs, LinkedIn recommendations, and a few other things that you can see that are related to endorsements. So that's a pretty good indicator that there are some things happening in that space. So let's do this. Let's see if there let's see, is there some news, images? Now let's look at videos. Are there any videos that Google is showing us? Yeah, there's actually 250,000 videos which in some way, shape, or form have LinkedIn endorsements as part of the parameters for the search results. So we can see that there's one by a website here. Here's YouTube, and of course YouTube is going to dominate this particular aspect of it. So you know what? Let's take our search term of LinkedIn endorsements and let's go on a little further, a further view. Let's look a little further on the from the mountaintop here, and let's go over to LinkedIn and let's see what specifically is there. And remember, all we're doing is we're answering that first question: is there already an existing audience? So let's see what LinkedIn endorsements does on YouTube. See what kind of search results, and we can see there's a couple of paid particular paid pieces here. that may or may not relate to Google, the Google search or the YouTube search that we did for LinkedIn endorsements. But here's one that was done a year ago, LinkedIn endorsements, skills and expertise. Let's scroll on down and we can see some other things that are going on. Let's make this a little easier. Let's filter. Let's add a filter into our YouTube results, and let's really look for how many times it's been looked at. So let's do view count. That'll give us a little bigger picture, and we can also see the dates about a year ago. This particular video had 14,000 views, and it looks like it's really specific around endorsements. It's not that long, about 13 minutes and 54 seconds. There's another video with almost 6,000 views, about 5 minutes, 3,400 views, 1,700 views, and they go down from there. But you can see that a lot of these were created within the last year. So I think we can safely answer, is there already an existing audience? Yeah, because people are looking at information around endorsements. People are looking for answers to questions that they have around LinkedIn endorsements. What are those questions? I have no clue. Maybe we'll get more into that. We're not at that point in the research yet. Remember, we're doing research from the mountaintop. So let's go a little further. Let's go in and let's look at question number 2. Is the audience already buying solutions? One of the first places that I like to do from the mountaintop research to find out if an audience is already buying a solution is to head over to Amazon. So let's plug into Amazon and let's paste in that same search term that we put into both the Google search and YouTube, and let's see what Amazon tells us. And we're looking at all products here, not just books, and we're seeing some things show up, mostly in books, mostly information products, many times digital information products. After all, that's what Kindle is a digital information device that you can consume digital information on. So we see LinkedIn for Dummies. Now the nice thing with Amazon is going to rank these automatically from most popular to least, okay? And we may be able to refine that a little bit. We can see what's eligible for free shipping. We can do those kind of things. We can look for new and used. But for the most part, everything that Amazon is showing us here is absolutely going to be their top seller down to their least popular sellers. And in LinkedIn, we can look through and we can see a lot of similar titles, but you can see we're getting out of endorsements. We're not seeing so much past the endorsements once we move past really that first and second result. So let's take a look at one of those. Let's go ahead and look at LinkedIn for Dummies, the 4 Dummies series of books, and see what it is. And this can give you a lot of information right here in Amazon about what people are doing with this kind of information. Now, this is going to be a big overview of LinkedIn. It's not going to be something that's specific toward endorsements, but it's going to give us a good indicator, and it's going to show us maybe some other ideas for what people are buying. The 4 Dummy series of books is very popular. There's one, LinkedIn in 30 minutes. So these all seem to be very profile related, and we can go down here and scroll down, and we can open up the book, and we'll go back up to that in a minute. Let's keep scrolling here, because what I want to get down to is showing you in the bestseller rank. This is number 24,800 plus in books overall. That's a pretty good number in Amazon. It's number 18 in books for social media how-to, and it has a couple of other rankings there that you can see. But let's go up and take a look inside, because really, remember, what we're looking for is something that may be related to what's in this content about endorsements. So we can look inside this book with Amazon, and we can see LinkedIn basics, looking into LinkedIn, sign me up, and let's keep scrolling through the table of contents, finding others and getting connected. Chapter 5, managing introductions in mail, growing your network, and let's just keep going through, see what else we're seeing. Connecting with and endorsing your network. Okay, that's interesting because that's likely all about endorsements, or has a lot of information about endorsements, and you can see some of the subtopics that are in this particular chapter talk directly about endorsements, and we've got quite a chunk of information there that they're letting us know that within this dummies book it is a viable part of this book. So okay, so we're finding out people are buying products. They're buying products around Amazon. And I wanted to show you something too. If you want to go over to the Kindle edition, and if you have a Kindle reader or the Kindle app, I happen to have the Kindle app on my PC, on my laptop here. I can go right here and I can have the Amazon send me a free sample of LinkedIn for Dummies, which is going to give me a lot of that front material. So if I want to do some further research into that end of it. Okay, so hey, you know what? Now we found out that there's already an audience that's buying similar products. Now I didn't see anything other than books and Kindle books authorized or available through Amazon. So let's go someplace else that I like to do some from the mountaintop research from, and that is over on Clickbank. And Clickbank is a repository for tons of digital information products. You can see the categories, they're all over the place down here, all the different areas where you can search for information products that are available on Clickbank. Well, let's take our same search parameter and let's plug it into Clickbank and see what it shows us here. You know, we may be surprised. We may not find anything, or we may find a ton of things. So, okay, there we go. We plugged into the marketplace. We searched LinkedIn endorsements, and it's displaying 1 out of 10 of possibly a total of 40 particular results, and it's been sorted by keyword relevance, so it's looking specifically for LinkedIn endorsements, what we put into the search box, and you can see there's some products there now. Okay, interesting things that may or may not be there. So you know what, I want you to go in and I want you to sort the results, especially in Clickbank and any other places where you're doing research. If you have the opportunity to sort by results, do that so that you can get a better idea. And let's first look at popularity. Okay, and we're not really seeing anything that's related to popularity in there as far as LinkedIn endorsements. So there's some resume writing, there's those kind of things. So, you know, maybe we want to back off a little bit and go to, let's go to gravity. And gravity really is just a simple way of telling you yes or no, there's a product available that is being sold, that other sellers are selling. And I'm not seeing anything specific under LinkedIn endorsements, so that tells me there's no specific product for LinkedIn endorsements. So let's back off a little bit and let's do a little bigger look at LinkedIn and see what happens. So we're looking at LinkedIn betting gods. I'm not sure why that fits into LinkedIn, but it seems to. Let's capitalize this and see. I'm just curious if it makes any kind of a difference with the results that we're getting. No result difference at all. But let's do this. Let's go back to keyword relevance, and there again we're seeing a lot of different products for LinkedIn influence. Okay, we're seeing this one looks to be something that, you know, some of these evidently haven't launched yet, but there are some products on LinkedIn. So let's look at the most popular product on LinkedIn and see what that happens to be. LinkedIn Influence, the ultimate LinkedIn training course. And you know what, let's click over and take a look at that while we're here and see what it is. Oh, and it's got a video, and you know, I'm not going to let the video go. I see this is LinkedIn Influence. This is an overall course that really covers a lot of different areas in LinkedIn so that you can be successful on LinkedIn. Get anyone to find your profile based on your targeted keywords, and just different ways that you can get a steady flow of job offers, how to drive sales with LinkedIn's advertising platform, you know, with the paid advertising platform. LinkedIn Influence is the name of the course, and it shows you there for $97 we can buy this particular course. Now, something interesting back here in the marketplace I want you to pay attention to is we're going to look at gravity. and we're going to find out, is that product selling? Yes, it is, because here it is right here. It is selling. That particular LinkedIn product is selling, and it is the only LinkedIn product that is selling. I don't see anything else in the description. Okay, so there is a LinkedIn product. So is the audience already buying LinkedIn solutions? Yes, they are. So we're going to be able to answer that with a yes. Let me go ahead and close that window for LinkedIn Influence. But let's go a little further, because maybe we're wanting to put together a course. Maybe that's what we're after. So let's go over to Udemy, which is a great place to search for courses, for digital courses online, and let's paste in our search term and see what comes back. Okay, here are courses that are being offered in Udemy around LinkedIn endorsements, or have something in that as the keyword. There are 40 of them in English, there are 3 of them in Spanish, and there are 6 that are free. There are 21 that are less than $50. There are 16 that are up to $99. And the instruction level, for the most part, is they're good for all, and there's a couple here, one's specifically for beginner, one for intermediate. But let's scroll through, and you know what, we can sort this also. Like I said before, let's sort by popularity. Anytime you're doing research and you can give yourself a filter to search through, definitely do that. LinkedIn social media marketing #1. There are 16 reviews. It's a free course. And let's see, 10,000 customers, can't be wrong. There have been 3,000, a little over 3,000 students. Now, I don't know if that's students who are currently enrolled or students who have taken the course, and that's not important. That's a good number either way. LinkedIn, building an outstanding LinkedIn profile, marketing on LinkedIn, improve your LinkedIn profile in easy steps. And this is also this is the first paid course at $9. So the other 3 before that are free courses. We see free courses. Free is the most popular here, and this is growth hacking as far as an introduction that likely has something to do with LinkedIn. Anyway, there are courses. There are people buying courses to get solutions for LinkedIn. So let's go to another place. Another place I like to look is a place called Hay House. Now, Hay House is something that is, you know, it's more metaphysical, more personal development, more holistic in nature. So I'll be surprised if there's anything in here in LinkedIn, but let's take a look and see if there's anything that Hay House has to say about LinkedIn. Yeah, they have to say that there's nothing in the search criteria. Another place that you can look as a research tool is another information depository, as far as where you can buy digital information products. You can also buy physical products like CDs and DVDs. Is Nightingale Conant, very much in the personal development field. And let's check and see if there's anything for LinkedIn as far as our original search parameter of LinkedIn endorsements. Let's see what Nightingale Conant says about LinkedIn endorsements. Is there anything? Yeah, there actually is a result. I'm not sure what it is. Jeremiah CPE appears to be possibly someone. Actually, I believe I'm connected with Jeremiah in LinkedIn. So let's see. And likely the reason that Jeremiah showed up in the search results is because in his author profile here on Nightingale Conant, he has a link to his LinkedIn profile. So that is a dead end as far as that goes. So is the audience already buying solutions? Yes, we found a couple of places where the audience is already buying solutions that may give us some more ideas. Now, the other end of it is we've got to answer that third question. Is the buying audience readily available? So let's look in LinkedIn. Are there people in LinkedIn? And this could be one of the networks that you happen to be involved in. I'm involved in it, so I have a base here that I am building and growing. So there are definitely a way that I could possibly leverage somebody else's list, because I'm connected with some LinkedIn people here. Let's find out some LinkedIn experts. Let's put LinkedIn expert in the search box and see what LinkedIn tells us. LinkedIn experts. Okay. There are 17,000 results for LinkedIn experts, and LinkedIn will tell you how you might be connected to these people. Now, this first result I have a second level connection to, which means I'm not directly connected. But hey, here's someone I worked with before and know, who I'm a first level connection with, who shows up as a LinkedIn, as a LinkedIn expert. It's something that Warren is optimizing for his profile inside of LinkedIn. Stephen Jones. Stephen has been a guest on the Content Alchemy podcast. So, hey, I've got an in there. Let's scroll on down and see where else there might be some other LinkedIn experts. Mike Broadwell. I know Mike. I've worked with Mike on projects before, another first level contact. And I'm seeing some other possibilities here, some people that I can certainly reach out to and look at for LinkedIn expertise. So there may be a way for me to leverage other people's audiences in that end. So let's look at my personal setup here as far as the homepage that I have for LinkedIn. And that will also give me an idea of what I have going on and some updates. Here's what I want to get to. Here's my personal connections. I have 318 first level connections in LinkedIn. But within that network, I have the potential to reach 13 million people already on LinkedIn. And so there may be a way to leverage some of that particular audience. So is the buying audience readily available? Yeah, I think so, because I know some other connections I have here in LinkedIn are people who are already doing business around selling and marketing LinkedIn information. And I will certainly leverage those. I hope this has helped you a little bit in knowing what it's like to research from the mountaintop and to go in with that idea and find out if it's viable, if there's something that you can get the green light for by answering yes to those 3 questions and moving into a deeper phase of research. This is Mark Horn. Thank you for watching this digital content alchemy video, and I'll see you in the next video.